Praise the Lord. Hi, hello, and welcome back. You are watching Namma Gurugulu YouTube channel, and I myself, Lokesh R. Dear students, before I start this session, I want to give you a small challenge. The challenge is if you are a student who want to score 100 marks in second PUC mathematics, then I bet you cannot miss this session, because in this session I'm going to deal with 1 mark questions from the chapter of three-dimensional geometry. Okay, though there are for part B, C, D, and E there are choices. Part A is the portion where we don't have any choices. So if you want to score 100, then you have to score all the 1 mark questions from part A. So in three-dimensional geometry, today we are going to see all the 1 mark questions solved from the previous year's examinations from March 2014 to September 2020, and also I've given you an extra questions, few expected questions, additional ones. Okay, yeah. So let us not waste our time. Let's directly go on to the questions. So the first question is, write the direction cosines of x-axis. Very simple question, dear students. You are lucky if they give you such kind of questions for 1 mark. It is already asked in March 2015. Okay. Now, we all know direction cosines of a line are usually denoted by LMN, and these are nothing but cos of the angles made by the line with x, y and z axis. X axis with x axis make the angle 0. So it is cos 0 degrees, and x axis with y axis makes an angle with cos 90 degrees and cos 90 degrees. Why it is 90 degree? X axis with x axis 0 degrees, x axis with y axis 90 degrees, x axis with z axis is angle made by is 90 degrees. So this is nothing but cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0, cos 90 is once again 0. So this is the answer. So if they ask you write the direction cosines of x-axis, if you simply write LMN is equal to, you can directly write 1, 0, 0. That will be the answer. Very simple, isn't it? You don't need more than 15 seconds to write the answer. Okay. Now if they want to challenge you with a bit extra way, the same question can be asked in another way. So you would ask in this way. Find the direction cosine of any line parallel to x-axis. Even this is simple. If you take any line parallel to x-axis, it will still make an angle. Any line parallel to x-axis, it will make an angle 0 with the x-axis and 90 with y-axis and 90 with z-axis. So similarly, the answer is still same. Remember, DCs of x-axis is 1, 0, 0. DCs of any line parallel to x-axis is 1, 0, 0. Okay? Similarly, the next question is, write the direction cosines of y-axis. This question was asked in July 2017. On the same lines, you can write LMN is nothing but y-axis with x-axis makes an angle of cos 90 degrees. So it is cos 90, and y-axis with y-axis angle made is 0 degrees, and y-axis with z-axis angle made is 90 degrees. So this is nothing but, remember, cos 90 is, what is cos 90? Cos 90 is 0, cos 0 is 1, and cos 90 is once again 0. So remember, the direction cosines of y-axis is 0, 1, 0. Remember, you write LMN. Okay, on the similar basis, the direction cosines, DCs means direction cosines, of any line parallel to y-axis will be LMN is nothing but 0, 1, 0. Is it clear? Yeah. So going on to the third one, write the direction cosines of z-axis. So x is asked, y is also asked, z-axis DCs are also asked. This in July 2016. Okay, so what are the direction cosines of z-axis? LMN is equal to z-axis with x-axis makes an angle of 90 degrees. So cos 90 with y-axis, it is cos 90, and with x-axis angle made is 0, with z-axis angle made is 0. So this is nothing but, as we know it, it is 0, 0 and 1. Why it is 0? Because cos 90 is 0, cos 90 is once again 0, and cos 0 is 1. Okay, so the direction cosines of z axis is 0, 0, 1. On the same scale, the direction cosines of any line parallel to z axis is same answer. LMN is nothing but 0, 0, 1. Very simple, isn't it? Yeah. I hope you will definitely get 1 mark if this question is asked this year. Okay? Shall we move on to the next question? So the next question is asked in March 2019 and September 2020. Twice it has been asked. If a line has direction ratios 2, -1, -2, then determine its direction cosines. Okay? This type of questions you have already seen in vectors also. What are the DRs? Usually DRs are denoted by ABCs. Whatever he has given, they are the DRs. 1, -1, -2. Okay. Before writing the DCs, let me calculate magnitude of A. That is nothing but 2 square. It is 4. -1 square. It is 1. And 2 square. That is nothing but again 4. So this is square root of 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. And root 9 is nothing but 3. Okay. Therefore, DCs. What do you mean by DCs? Direction cosines are L, M and N. So how do you find L, M and N? So just divide the DRs by this magnitude. So it is 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 and minus 2 by 3. Okay. In the vectors, what you did is you had to actually divide this. But in 3-dimensional geometry, remember students, you can also write the direction ratios as plus or minus. Okay, so plus or minus 2 by 3, already this is minus. So plus, minus or plus 1 by 3 and minus or plus 2 by 3. Means you can have both the pairs of direction cosines. Are you following? So direction cosines are always plus or minus. A by magnitude A, B by magnitude A, C by magnitude A. Is it clear? Okay, so this question has already been asked in the examination. I'll give you one more question for the assignment so that you can try it later. So you can try this question by yourself. If a line has DRs -18, 12 and -4, then what are its DCs? On the same lines, you can try it. Okay, so going on to the next question, find the intercepts cut off by the plane 2x plus y minus z is equal to 5. It has already been asked twice, July 2015 and July 2019. You have to compare this equation, which is 2x plus y minus z is equal to 5, to this general equation, which is x by a plus y by b plus z by c is nothing but 1. Okay, so you have to exchange this form into this intercept form. This is actually the standard equation of a plane. Convert it into the intersect form of the equation. So how do you do it? Divide throughout equation 1 by 5. Okay, therefore you will get 2x divided by 5 plus y divided by 5 plus, let me write it as z divided by minus 5. This is nothing but 5 divided by 5. Okay, so now this can be written as 2x divided by 5 plus y divided by 5 plus z divided by minus 5. This is nothing but 1. Okay, now please make sure I have to have x divided by a. So I'm going to rewrite this as x divided by 5 by 2, because a divided by b by c will be ac by b. So x divided by 5 by 2 plus y divided by 5 plus z divided by minus 5 is nothing but 1. Okay, you can think this as equation 3. Therefore, the required intercepts are a comma b comma c is nothing but 5 by 2 plus 5 and minus 5. Okay, very simple question. Only thing is this question requires some working out. and I believe that you are capable of doing it. Okay, right? I'm moving on to the next question. Okay, the next question is, if a line makes an angle 90 degrees, 60 degrees and 30 degrees with the positive direction of x, y and z axis respectively, find its direction cosines. Okay, asked in July 2014 and March 2018. Okay, so we all know the direction cosines of the line is given by LMN is equal to cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. So this is nothing but take down the angles respectively, don't mix it. So cos 90 degrees, comma, cos 60 degrees, comma, cos 30 degrees. So once these are ready, you can write the answer. We all know cos 90 is 0. Cos 60, what is cos 60? You are familiar with this. It is 1 by 2 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Therefore, the required DCs are 0, 1 by 2 and root 3 by 2. Okay, since this is a 1 mark question, this much is enough for you to get 1 mark. Okay, the next question is also very similar. Only thing is the angles are different. Okay, so look here. If a line makes an angle 90 degrees, 135 degrees and 45 degrees with positive direction of x, y and z axis respectively, find its direction cosines. This was just asked in March 2020 and you can find this question in the first model question paper for 1 mark for the reduced syllabus. Okay, so please be careful with this question because it is asked in model question paper. Again, you need not worry it. LMN is nothing but you need not follow this process also. You can directly write. But because I'm teaching you, I don't want to give direct answers. So LMN is nothing but cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. So this is nothing but cos 90 degrees and next cos 135 degrees and next cos 45 degrees. Okay, so this is nothing but cos 90 is 0 and what is cos 135? Cos 135 is minus 1 by root 2 and cos 45 is 1 divided by root 2. So this is the required answer. Okay, now I think few of them are wondering how did I get cos 135, isn't it? So cos 135 degrees can be written as cos of 90 degrees plus 45 degrees, isn't it? So this is nothing but 90 plus theta, cos of 90 plus theta is nothing but 90 plus is first quadrant cos is negative and cos becomes sine because of this 90 effect. So this becomes minus sine 45 degrees. So it is nothing but sine 45 is 1 divided by root 2. Is it clear? So this is why I wrote cos 135 degrees is minus 1 by root 2. Okay, now you might be wondering, so should we do so much? It would be always better if you do so much to get the right answer. Otherwise, because you have too much of working, even if you write LMN is equal to cos 90 degrees, cos 135, cos 45, you are lucky, you will get 1 marks. I repeat, even if you write LMN is equal to cos 90, cos 135 and cos 45, you will get 1 marks only in board exam. But for CET purposes, you should always know how to solve it and keep the most simplified answers. Okay, is it fine? Yeah, I'm moving on to the next question. The next question is also easiest question which has already been asked in March 2014. Okay, so the question goes like this. Find the equation of the plane having intercept 4 on the z-axis and parallel to XOY plane. O means origin, parallel to XY plane. You have to compare this with the two-dimensional. Any line parallel to x-axis is y is equal to constant, isn't it? We all know any line parallel to x-axis is y is equal to constant, or any line parallel to y-axis is x is equal to constant. On the same basis, the required equation is given by, you will be shocked if I write the answer, z is equal to 4. If you just write z is equal to 4, you will get 1 mark provided this question is asked in the examination. I repeat, because he has told you z is equal to 4 intercept. You can think about x, y and z mutually perpendicular axis. There is a plane. You can just think about. So it is just like it may not look clearly in the video. I have 3 mutually perpendicular planes. So this is a plane which is parallel to x and y axis, and this is z is equal to 0, but it is cutting at z is equal to 4. So the equation of this plane would be simply z is equal to 4, and an easy answer to get 1 marks. Okay, you would be very lucky if this question is asked this year. Okay, excited to know the answer? Okay. The next question is one of the challenging question. Write the direction cosines of the line which makes equal angles with the positive coordinate axis. Means with the positive x and y and z axis, the line will make equal angles. I repeat. Okay, so what is the data given? Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma. Why? Equal angles he has told you. Therefore, what can we write? We know the condition. In the theory part I have told you, we know that L square plus m square plus n square will always be equal to 1, isn't it? So L square is, you will get cos square alpha plus m square is cos square beta, n square is cos square gamma is nothing but 1, isn't it? Therefore, I will write cos square alpha plus cos square alpha plus cos square alpha. This is nothing but 1. Why? I am just using equation 1. What do you mean by writing all are same? Because I can replace beta by alpha, I can replace gamma by alpha also. Okay, so cos square plus cos square plus cos square is, I will get 3 cos square alpha is nothing but 1. Therefore, cos square alpha is nothing but 1 divided by 3. Therefore, cos alpha is nothing but plus or minus 1 divided by root 3, because taking square root on both sides. Is it clear? Therefore, the DCs of the line are, the direction cosines of the line are L, M, N. This is nothing but plus or minus 1 by root 3, plus or minus 1 by root 3, plus or minus 1 by root 3, because both L, M, N all are same, because L is cos alpha, M is cos beta, N is cos gamma. All the values are same. So the DCs are plus or minus 1 by root 3 for each L, M and N. Okay, as I told you, this is quite challenging question, but not a very difficult question or an impossible question to solve. Okay, only what is required is to have the depth knowledge of the concept. Okay, so we have completed this question. We are moving on to the 10th question. So the next question is find the distance of the point minus 6, 0, 0 from the plane 2x minus 3y plus 6z is equal to 2. Okay, this is just like a similar question we have seen in the first PUC. Distance of a point from a line. You have the same formula, but here the formula is quite similar. Like required formula is Lx plus My plus Nz minus D divided by root of what? A square plus L square plus M square plus N square. It is L square plus M square plus N square. Okay, therefore D is nothing but, for the plane, just substitute the points. So it is 2 into minus 6 minus 3 into 0 plus 6 into 0 minus D. D is nothing but this value 2 divided by root of the coefficients of x, y, z. 2 square, that is 4, plus 3 minus 3 square, that is 9, plus 6 square, so it is 36. Okay, so this is nothing but modulus of 6 2s is minus 12 and this is 3 zeros are 0, and this is also 0. You are just going to get minus 2 divided by root 36 plus 4 is 40, 49. So this is nothing but modulus of minus 14 divided by root 49 is nothing but 7, isn't it? So it is modulus of 14 by 7 is 2. Therefore, D is equal to modulus of minus 2 is 2 units. So the final answer is D is equal to 2 units. Okay, the students, some textbooks or some people also use the same formula in the different way. Okay, they will use D is equal to modulus of AX1 plus BY1 plus CZ1 minus D divided by square root of A square plus B square plus C square. You can see here both the formulas are actually one and the same. Only change what you can find is in the notations change. I've taken elements, there it is A, B, C's. Okay, since they are constants, you need not worry about because these are 1 mark questions, final answer will give you 1 mark. Okay, don't worry about notations. Sometimes notations will change with respect to different authors. Okay, fine. So we are moving on to the next question. The Cartesian equation of the line is x minus 5 by 3 is equal to y minus 4 by 7, that is equal to z minus 6 by 2. Write its vector form. These kind of questions you can guess if the evaluators want to challenge you. Okay, if the question paper setter want to challenge your knowledge, then they can ask you this kind of questions. So the Cartesian equation of the line, we all know, compare this equation, x minus 5 by 3 is equal to y minus 4 by 7 is equal to z minus 6 by 2. You can always compare this equation with, what is the general equation? We all know general equation is x minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 by b is equal to z minus z1 by c, isn't it? Okay, this is the equation of the line passing through a point x1, y1, z1 and parallel to a vector ai, bj, c, k. Okay, therefore x1, y1, z1 is nothing but, you can compare, you will get 5, 4 and 6. So this is minus, in place of x1 we have 5, 4 and 6. Similarly, your a, b, c is nothing but 3, 7 and 2. Okay, now what is the required equation? So the required equation in vector form is nothing but r is equal to a plus lambda b. You remember this? R is equal to a plus lambda b. So we have r is equal to a plus lambda b. Therefore, r is equal to what is a? A is actually x1 I cap, y1 j cap plus z1 k cap. Okay, plus lambda times b. B is nothing but ai bj plus ck. Okay, so this is nothing but, therefore the final answer is r is equal to, write down the values, x1 is 5, so 5i plus 4j plus 6k plus lambda times 3i plus 7j plus 2k. So this is the required answer which will give you 1 mark. Okay, following? Only thing is you should know both the forms of writing the equations, both in vector form and Cartesian form. Okay, yes. So we are moving on to the next question. Dear students, we have solved almost all the questions which has been asked in the previous years. The next questions which I am going to solve are all extra questions. Okay, few additional questions. Now this question is, you can find this in second model question paper of reduced syllabus. Find the distance of the plane from the origin. This question is similar to what we just did now. Let me use the formula. D is equal to, let me use the textbook formula itself. So it's a1x b1y plus c1z minus d. Let me take this d is capital D because I don't want you to confuse. Divided by square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square. Or you can take it as, it's up to you. a1x b1y plus c1z minus d is equal to 0. So therefore this is nothing but, take down the coefficients. X, y, z are nothing but, x, y, z is nothing but 0, 0, 0. Why they are 0? Because they are origin. So it is 3 into 0 minus 4 into 0 plus 12 into 0 minus d. So d is 3 divided by square root of a. Now dear students, one more note. It is always better if you can take x1, y1 and z1 because the points are usually denoted by x1, y1, z1. This is the most standard form. Don't take a1, b1, c1. Even if you take, it does not matter because it's 1 mark. But let us write in standard form ax1 by1 plus cz1 minus d divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square. A square is 3, so 3 square is 9. B square is minus 4 square is 16. And c square is 12. 12 square is 144. Okay, so this divided by, you can see 3 into 0 is 0. 4 into 0 is also 0. 12 into 0 is 0 minus 3 divided by square root of, you can check here, 144 plus 16 is 160 and 160 plus 9 is 169. Okay, so this is nothing but minus 3 divided by 169 is nothing but root 169 is 13. Therefore, you can write the required distance is 3 divided by 13 units. Why it is positive? Because the distance is cannot be negative. That is why we take the modulus sign here. So D is 3 by 13 units. Okay, very simple question. Since this question is asked in the second model question paper, you can guess that this question would be asked this year. Okay, yeah. Now going on to the next question. Find the direction cosines of the line passing through 2 points. Okay, whenever they give you 2 points, first we have to find out the direction ratios. Direction ratios is given by x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Okay, therefore, what are the direction cosines? Usually we take the direction ratios are usually denoted by ABCs. Let me take x2 minus x1. You can consider any one. Okay, so 1 minus of minus 2. So that is nothing but 3. 2 minus 4, that is minus 2. And 3 minus of minus 5 is 8. I repeat, 1 minus of minus 2 is 3. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. And 3 minus of minus 5 is 8. Okay, therefore you can check to find the magnitude of A, that is square root of 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4, 8 8s are 64. Okay, so this is nothing but square root of 64 plus 4 is 68. 68 plus 9 is 77. Okay, therefore the direction cosines. What are the direction cosines? They are nothing but LM and N. Okay, so LMN is nothing but, we all know, A divided by magnitude of A, B divided by magnitude of A, and C divided by magnitude of A. Okay, that is LMNR. As I told you, you can write this 3 divided by root 77 minus 2 divided by root 77 and A divided by root 77. Okay, remember, because this is a 3-dimensional geometry chapter, even if you write plus or minus 3 by root 77, for each of them, even if you take plus or minus, the answer will be correct, because you will be having 2 pairs of direction cosines. Okay, one is with positive along positive x-axis, other one is along negative x-axis. But this much is enough to get you 1 marks. Okay, so this is, as I told you, these are all additional questions which can be asked for 1 marks. So it is always better for you to be prepared for extra questions or new questions for 1 marks. Okay? Yes. The next question we have is find the equation of the plane which cuts the coordinate axis at a comma 0, 0 sorry a 0 0 0 b 0 0 0 c. It's a very simple question. I'll just give you a diagram, then we can directly write the answer. Okay, you need not write the diagram for this. Just for your remembrance sake, I'll give you the diagram. So this is the diagram we have. Plane which is cutting the x, y and z axis at these points. Okay, the required equation is, this is the indirect way of asking the intercept form of a plane. Okay, so the required equation is given by, if you can just write this, x by a plus y by b plus z by c is nothing but 1. Okay, this is the equation which you want. Equation of the plane which cuts off at these points is nothing but x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. This is nothing but the intercept form of equation of a plane. Okay, this is the intercept form of equation of the plane. The equation of the plane. Okay, remember this. Very simple answer they can give you. Okay, is in case they give you which cuts at 2 comma 0 comma 0 0 3 0 0 0 4, then just replace the values by a b c's. Okay, you can directly get 1 marks there. Very simple question this is. You can easily get 1 mark here. Okay, yeah, shall we move on to the next question? So moving on to the next question. Find the Cartesian equation of the plane r dot 2y plus 3j minus 4k equal to 1. Dear students, we know this is in vector form. We have to write the Cartesian form. And we all know the general vector r can be written as xi plus yj plus zk, isn't it? Dot, let me take 2y plus 3j minus 4k. This is nothing but 1. Okay, now in the chapter of vectors, we have already seen how to find the dot product of two vectors. So it is just the sum of the product of ijk's. So x into 2, so this is nothing but 2x. Next, y into 3 is nothing but plus 3y. Minus 4 into z is minus 4z is equal to 1. So this is the required equation. So what we have done is, he had given you in the vector form, I had given written in the Cartesian form. So since this is 1 mark question, this is enough for this equation will give you 1 marks. Okay, yes. So there are a few more questions. We shall solve it one by one now. So the next equation is, find the equation of the plane with intercepts 2, 3 and 4 on the x, y and z axis respectively. Similar question I had done in the previous thing. Previously we have done this question. Okay. So this is nothing but the intercept given by intercept made by the plane with x, y and z axis. So we know that what is the intercept form of the equation of the plane. Okay, equation of the plane is actually x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. Okay, here you can write a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 4. Therefore, required equation is given by, very simple equation this is, just substitute. So it is x by a means 2 plus y by 3 plus z by 4. Okay, this is nothing but 1. Okay, so if you take the LCM or let me multiply the equation by LCM of 2, 3 and 4 is 12, isn't it? So if you multiply the equation by 12, you will get 6x plus 3 4s is 12. So 4y plus 4 3s is 12. This is nothing but 1 into 12. It is 12. What did I did? Multiply throughout by 12. Okay, I think because this is 1 mark question, even if you write this much, you are eligible to get 1 mark. Okay, this is the most standard form. Fine. Okay, moving on to the next question. Find the vector equation of a plane which is at a distance of 7 units from the origin and normal to the vector 3i plus 5j minus 6k. Okay. So the required equation here is required equation. What is required equation? We all know it is r dot n cap is equal to d. This is my standard equation where, okay, this vector n is actually 3i plus 5j minus 6k and d is equal to 7. Okay, therefore if I want n cap, I have to find the magnitude of n. So this is nothing but square root of 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, plus 6 square is 36. This is nothing but root 70. Yes, so it is root 70 because 36 plus 9 is 45. 45 plus 25 is 70. Okay, therefore r dot n cap is equal to d implies what is r dot n cap? What is n cap? Vector n, that is 3i plus 5j minus 6k divided by its magnitude. What is the magnitude? 70. This is nothing but d. What is d? 7. Actually, why did I write that? We know that because n cap is nothing but vector n divided by its magnitude. Are you following? Okay, so once we have written this, let us cross multiply this constant. Therefore r is nothing but r dot 3i plus 5j minus 6k is nothing but 7 root 70 is the required equation of the plane. Okay, simple questions these are, but a few quite challenging ones. Only if you have the depth knowledge of the topic, you can easily solve such questions. Is it clear? The next question is, find the equation of the plane with its intercept 3 on the y-axis and parallel to ZOX plane. Yes, Raju, any idea? Yes, I think your guess is right. This question is similar to the 8th question which we just solved previously. Okay, so required equation is given by, you need not write this, but still is given by y is equal to 3. In that case, in the 8th question we saw z is equal to 4 because intercept was 4 on z axis and parallel to XOY plane. So it's very simple. In the, you may guess another question. Find the equation of the plane with its intercept 5 on the x axis and parallel to YOZ plane. In that case, the equation is, yes Suchitra, good, x is equal to 5. ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೋ ಅದರ ಏನದು ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬರೀರಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ 2 ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ವೈ ಝೆಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ವೈ ಝೆಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವೈ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 3, ವೈ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಝೆಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 4. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ 5 ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ವೈ ಒಂದೇ 5 ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 3 ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ನೀವು ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಸ್ ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇದು. ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ 5 ಆನ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು YOZ ಪ್ಲೇನ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಥರದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು, ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. So the required equation is given by, yes, Shweta, can you tell me the answer? Yes, it is x is equal to 5. Is it clear? Yeah. Next. Now the next question, 20th question is, find the equation of the line parallel to the x-axis and passing through the origin. I repeat, find the equation of the line parallel to the x-axis and passing through the origin. So the required thing is, we know DCs of x-axis. So what is DCs of x-axis? 1, 0, 0. Okay. So required equation, what is the required equation? X minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 by b is equal to z minus z1 by c. That is, x1, y1, z1 is nothing but 0 because origin. So it is x minus 0 by 1, that is nothing but y minus 0 by 0 and z minus 0 by 0. Dear, please make sure, students, you can write this as x by 1 is equal to y by 0, that is nothing but z by 0. Please make sure this, don't make this as infinity because you have y by 0. This is the required equation for this condition. Okay. Again, this is a challenging question. You can find this question in the miscellaneous exercise, question number 4 in the textbook. Okay. Okay. So we shall move on to the next question. This is another question, question number 21. Again, this is in the miscellaneous exercise, question number 3. Find the angle between the lines whose DRs are A, B, C and B minus C, C minus A minus B. It's a simple question. Because let me check A into B minus C, the sum of the product of the DRs, A into B minus C plus B into C minus A plus C into A minus B. This is nothing but, this is AB minus AC plus BC minus AB plus AC minus BC. Okay, so we have plus AB minus AB gets cancels, minus AC plus AC and plus BC minus BC. Therefore, the sum of the product of the DRs is nothing but cos theta. Therefore, we have cos theta is equal to 0. Therefore, cos theta is equal to cos, what value is 0? We all know cos 90 degree is 0. Therefore, theta is nothing but pi by 2. Is it clear? Very simple question. If not for second PUC, you can expect such kind of questions in CET. Okay. So moving on to the next question. Find the distance between the two planes 2x plus 3y plus 4z is equal to 4 and 4x plus 6y minus 8z is equal to 12. Okay. Now you can note here, first equation you can write is 2x plus 3y plus 4z is equal to 4. Okay. Now if you divide this, let me take this as first equation. If you divide the second equation by 2, actually you will get 2x plus 3y plus 4z is nothing but 6. This is equation 2. Okay. Therefore, the two planes are parallel. Why they are parallel? Because A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, that is equal to C1 by C2. So when the two lines are parallel, so how do you find the distance between them? Therefore, required distance is given by capital D is equal to difference between D1 minus D2 or D2 minus D1 divided by square root of A square plus B square plus C square. Okay, so this is nothing but modulus of, you can take D1 is 4 minus 6 divided by square root of a square. So 2 square is 4, b square is 3 square is 9, plus 4 square is 16. So this is nothing but 4 minus 6 is minus 2 divided by root 16 plus 4, 20, 20 plus 9 is 29. Therefore, the required distance between the parallel lines is 2 divided by root 29. Again, if not for second PUC, you can expect such kind of questions for CET. Okay, again I'm telling you, this is also one of the question in a miscellaneous exercise of your textbook. Okay, so the next question we have is, find the direction cosines of the normal to the plane x plus y plus z is equal to 1. When the plane is given, take down x plus y plus z is equal to 1. Okay, here you will get the drs of the normal. The drs of the normal are coefficients of xij, x, y and z, that is 1 and 1 and 1. Therefore, let me write the magnitude of this vector, that is nothing but 1 plus 1 plus 1, because 1 square is 1. This is nothing but root 3. Therefore, very simple solution. DCs of the normal is given by, we know DCs are usually denoted by LMN, that is nothing but 1 divided by root 3, 1 divided by root 3 and 1 divided by root 3. We have already solved a similar question with respect to the straight lines, and this is with respect to the planes. Okay, very simple question. They have not asked until now. There are chances of they can ask you this year. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Find the distance of the plane from the origin. Again, this is a very simple question. D is equal to, because it is origin, you can simply write D divided by square root of a square plus b square plus c square. Why you take just D divided by? Because x1, y1 and z1 is nothing but 0, 0, 0, which is nothing but origin, isn't it? Therefore, D is nothing but, what is the value of D? Actually, you have to take it to left hand side. So it's minus 5 divided by root of a square, that is 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9 and c square is minus 1 square. So that is 1. So this is nothing but magnitude of minus 5 divided, modulus of minus 5 divided by root 9 plus 1, 10 is 14. Therefore, the value of D, distance of this point from the origin. Okay, distance from the origin, the distance to this plane is 5 divided by root 14 units. So why it is positive? Because it is the distance. Is it clear? Are you following it? Very simple ones. It's always better to practice some extra questions, particularly in part A for 1 mark. Dear students, we have almost come to the conclusion of this session. Before that, I'll give you a small note and 2 or 3 questions for assignment for you to practice. Okay? So the note is, if a plane has the intercept A, B and C and is at a distance p units from the origin, then this is also one of the condition, standard condition, 1 by a square plus 1 by b square plus 1 by c square is equal to 1 by p square. Okay, so dear students, I have given you 3 questions for you as an assignment. On the basis of what we have solved, we have almost solved 24 questions in this session. On the same basis, you can try these questions also. Okay, so we have almost solved all the expected 1 mark questions from the chapter of 3-dimensional geometry. I hope you have understood the session and also enjoyed the class. Okay, so I would always be waiting for your comments in the comment box. Okay, the students, thanks for watching. We'll meet again in the next session with different topics. Until then, take care and bye.